This is activity 7.4.4 for your vocab words from list 4, and it's called Polysemantic Examples, which means many meanings. So what I've done for you is list several examples or clues for the word, and you have to decide which of your vocab words is the answer. So each box has a list of examples that, while different, fit with the same vocabulary word. Choose the correct word from this week's vocabulary list. I'm just going to do one of these with you, and it's going to be number 6. So we've got an old app that doesn't get updates anymore, a typewriter in an antique store, a missing assignment from last quarter. These first two feel both technology related, okay, because technology is always changing. We don't really use typewriters anymore. We have keyboards, we have computers, we have handheld phones with touch screens. So that's why that would be in an antique store. But this one, a missing assignment from last quarter, this has a very different meaning. We're not talking about technology anymore, but we are talking about something that we missed, but it's from a different quarter. So I would ask myself, can we use this as well as we used to? No, we probably don't use it as much anymore. It's probably a little outdated. A typewriter in an antique store, probably also outdated. Well, those two are really obvious. Is a missing assignment from last quarter also going to be outdated? Can you still turn that in for your grade? Well, no, you can't. All these things are obsolete. They don't matter anymore. They're outdated. You can't use them. You can't do anything with it. It doesn't matter for today and this time. So number 6 is obsolete. So this is just an example of how we could use the same word for multiple different scenarios. It doesn't always need to be tech related. For example, let's do one more. Number 9. Let's read them. A historical document that's faded over time. Well, this would be like the ink is worn away. Maybe you can't read it. Maybe because it's in cursive, we don't read it as easily as we would read something that's been typed. So I'm going to say like hard to read. A map with obsolete symbols. Well, we just did obsolete for number 6. So I know that number 9 is not obsolete. But obsolete would be like outdated, right? If the symbols on the map are outdated, it's probably hard for us to make sense of what that map is showing us. So again, we've got hard to read, we've got maybe doesn't make a lot of sense. And then the last one, a story with too many twists, turns, and nonsense. I think about this, like if a story keeps going in all these different directions, it might also be hard to understand or confusing. So these are 3 very different examples of things that could be confusing, but what word in our vocab do we have that means like something that's hard to understand or confusing? Well, that word is obscure. Obscure. It doesn't mean anything right now. It might be random. It might be confusing. The message might be unclear. So number 9 is obscure. Try the rest of these on your own.